What's up? It's Chris from Stone Fox Media. Here to bring you guys some more news about what's going on with the whole Xbox One, PlayStation 4 drama. At this point, it's really starting to seem like an episode of Dawson's Creek or some shit. I mean, they really seem to be pissed off at each other and taking little jabs at each other. And Al Penello seems to be making a lot of news lately, so he seems a little bit more agitated in this actual article that I'm bringing you guys today. Al Penello basically went on to say, I am not dismissing raw performance. I'm stating, as I have stated from the beginning, that the performance delta between the two platforms is not as great as the raw numbers lead the average consumer to believe. There are things about the system architecture that are not fully understood, and there are things about theirs as well that bring the two systems into balance. Now, he didn't seem that agitated right now, but it seems like he's trying to give them credit because they are their competition, and, you know what I'm saying, they have to give them credit. They're not like a bitch or anything like that. You know what I'm saying? I'm not taking any jabs at anybody, but we all know who's not doing so awesome right now. But he basically went on to say, with a little bit of tude, people do understand that Microsoft has some of the smartest graphics programmers in the world. We've created DirectX, the standard APIs that everyone programs against. So while people may lewd Sony for their hardware skills, do you really think we don't know how to build a system optimized for maximizing graphics for programmers? Seriously? There's no way we're giving up a 30% advantage to Sony, and anyone that has seen both systems running could say that there are great looking games on both systems. If there was a huge performance difference, it would be obvious. Now, seems like he has a little too, like, do you seriously think we don't know what the fuck we doing? We are freaking Microsoft, and you have to give them credit for that. They have been in this business for a long time. Now, they have made a lot of mistakes over this long time that they've been in business, but you have to give credit where credit is due. They pretty much know their shit. He didn't seem to be that tooty right now, but he seems like he has a little, like, stick up his ass because apparently people are just going off on him right now, calling him names, saying bad things to him. I can relate, but I mean, to keep it going, he basically said, I'm not saying they haven't built a good system. I'm merely saying that anyone that wants to die on their sword over this 30% power advantage are going to be fighting an uphill battle for the next 10 years. I'm like, damn, not another 10 years. Okay, why do we have to have 10-year consoles? I mean, I would really prefer if it was more like 5, 6 years. I mean, most people don't have cars and cell phones as long as they've had these consoles, so they're going to make these consoles, and it's going to seem like it just drags on forever. 10 years from now, we're going to be in a whole nother era because 1080p is going out the window to 4K, and you know what I'm saying, so it's going to be a hot mess. He basically said the most obvious point that anyone looking at games on both platforms do not see any difference, let alone this alleged 30 to 40%. Both systems are powerful. Both are capable of next-gen graphics. I'm merely saying that the application of that performance will mean that the actual difference will not be that great. And of course, you know, Major Nelson had to come up behind him and, you know, make his little comment or whatever, saying that we have some of the smartest programmers in the world working on the Xbox One. I'm very much looking forward to the next few months and beyond as the truth comes out. And I'm like, what's this truth? What the fuck is in the box? Like, please don't make it seem like it's some dark secret that I'm fucking waiting on. Because I'm a little paranoid right now. I would really prefer if they just kind of come out and tell you what the fuck is going on. I hate to sit in the background and not know anything. But, I mean, what do you guys think? Do you guys think that you know, this 30 to 40% advantage is real? Or is it, you know, saying something that they're going to bust out some dark secret or what the system is actually capable of? Because if you look at the PlayStation 3 specs compared to the Xbox 360 specs, you know, technically the PS4 was, you know, a better system, you know, hardware-wise, but games did tend to look good on Xbox 360, and if not better than, you know, the PlayStation, you know, 3 situation. I don't know because of their cell processor and all the trouble people had to go through to develop for it, but I mean, who knows? I will bring you guys some more information later on today because I have to get ready to, you know, deal with this whole entire Sony thing that they're going to bust out, the Tokyo Game Show. That will be going on late night on, you know, Monday morning. Basically, what is it, 11 o'clock Pacific time. So it's going to be about 12 o'clock for me. And so, if you guys want to watch that, I think they will be streaming that on the PlayStation blog. So go ahead and check that out. Uh, I also want to mention one thing real quick before I go ahead and go. Uh, this guy from Atari, one of the founders of Atari, Nolan Bushell, basically came out and said that Nintendo's in a very difficult position and it could be on the path to irrelevance. Okay, I don't think anyone with like a console that basically like failed should really be telling other people that their stuff is going to fail. I mean, I'm sure he has experience with the whole failure thing, but I haven't heard about him in a long time. So I think it's a little jacked up for him to come out and say that they're going to fail or they're on a path to irrelevance. It's kind of just hating on the system for no apparent fucking reason. I mean, give them a chance. I mean, they are trying something new. I would have really liked for that new Zelda to come out, not the remakes, but the new Zelda to come out. I'm really looking forward to that. So if they can hurry up with that, that would be freaking awesome. There are still some questions that's going on with the whole Sony situation because they have a lot of issues right now. I think one of the issues that's going on right now that my sub sent me was basically about the whole entire Final Fantasy or Realm Reborn situation where Sony's giving people back their money for the whole entire, server debacle that's taking place. So they're giving them like an extra week. But I don't really see that as Sony's problem because from what I can tell, all the information that I've researched, that it's basically a Square Enix problem in their servers because they weren't anticipating as many people, buying the game as they did. They thought they were going to start out with a couple thousand, 5,000 per, city area, but they're getting like overloaded with people. So they probably didn't think it was going to be this big. And that's mostly their fault. So I think Sony just said, here, let's give them back their money so they don't blame it on us. So I don't think it's necessarily their problem or a problem with their servers. However, I will say this. Sony needs to come out and tell us how many servers they're going to have. They need to have their own servers to, similar to what Xbox, is going to be doing with the whole 300,000. We would really appreciate that. I really hate to see, loading and issues and all this other crap that people have to deal with when people don't have the right servers. So they need to come out and give up more information on this Tokyo Game Show about their server situation because this would not be great if a similar situation happened on Sony's side. That's pretty much all I got. I'm going to hit y'all up with some more news tomorrow and let y'all know what's going on. Holla at y'all later.